Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Motherfucking Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, spiritual laws, and how to reach your beautiful fucking dreams. Before we get started, I want you to ask yourself two questions. Am I ready to learn and apply? If you said no, get the fuck out. Number two, are you ready to be the best version of yourself? Are you ready to be that person that you see in your dreams? Okay? Maybe in a place where you think you're locked up, where you can't move, you can't get out of it. Okay? So you have a dream of being free from that place. And you will be free. And you are free the moment you apply what I am teaching here. All right, so if you said yes to both of those questions, let's get started. We're going to go over the book, Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Behrend. I have this one with the swans. I don't know if this is the original one, because I bought a friend this book before, but it was a different book. It was like smaller. It was more like, I want to say, I don't want to say that word. It was just made with less quality, I want to say. But the information is there. The information is there. But I digress on that. This is a nice cover. Little swans, and they're flying. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. Birds. Every time I look at nature, I see birds, I see the plants, I see the sky, I see the mountains. I'm just in awe. I'm just like, wow. Life is flowing through all of that. Life, God, the universe is flowing through it. And look at the plants. You can see how they grow and they're alive. They're living. And that germ or that life force is God in it. And it's growing and it's there. Just like us, just like our heart is operating, it's pumping, and we're alive physically. Okay? Because we're alive spiritually. Okay? It's just amazing. But we're going to go over this chapter, okay? And that is chapter 13, the reward of increased faith, okay? The reward of increased faith. Now, I read this, and from my understanding is that the reward of increased faith leads you to understanding. Okay, so I'm going to share a quote she says right here. And it's the very first sentence. So this is going to resonate with you as it did with me, because there's really no other reason why you're here. Okay, quote. And I'm going to go over a quote in the Bible at the end of the video, so stay to the end. I'm going to share that very short quote, but very powerful. Okay, now let's start with this one, which is the first sentence of the chapter. Quote, your desire to be your best has expanded your faith into the faith of the universe, which knows no failure, and has brought you into conscious realization that you are not a victim of the universe, but part of it. End quote. How did you get connected to this information? Maybe you wanted money. Maybe you wanted health. Maybe you wanted love. Maybe you wanted to gain an accolade, like myself. I got attracted to this information because I told myself I want to be a good person. I don't want to go back to prison. I don't want to rob. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to do negative things. I want to be good. So I was attracted to the Bible and the example of Jesus Christ. Open-minded, open-hearted with everybody. with everyone. And then different books on how God is always guiding you, protecting you, and giving you everything you want. Different books. I read Reign of Gold. That one resonated with me because I'm Mexican. Reign of Gold is about a family who came from Mexico, and then they became prosperous and successful, and that's why that book was brought to me. I attracted that book because the universe knew, God knew, universal mind knew that for me to understand this stuff, how to connect with that type of person who is, Mexican American, a little bit of indigenous, a little bit of Catholicism. It was just for me. Exactly perfect mold for me. And you're here because you resonate with me. Maybe you're American, or you're another ethnicity, maybe Mexican, Black, maybe Asian. So you're also part of another culture, but you're also American, right? Like I'm culturally Mexican and I'm culturally American. So maybe you understand that. Or maybe it's just our connection to God. Okay. Ever since I was a kid, I grew up Catholic, so I knew there was something about God. And in my logical mind, okay, let's find out. Let's find out. Is it real? And boom, I found out. Easy. I found out. Here's something I want to share about finding out whether God exists or not. It's crazy because don't let others' beliefs impact you, because you're just seeing, like, just see things. Don't let them impact you. That's why I like this quote: "None of these things move me." If I'm at a restaurant and they had the news on, some negative stuff's going on, I just change it. It's a theater. It's a theater of negativity. That's what the news is. It's a film. It's a show. It's a show of negativity. It's not just like, hey, this happened in this situation. At 10 o'clock, this happened. At 11 o'clock, this happened. 12 o'clock, this happened. At these situations. No, it's more just like, oh, what are we going to say to get viewers? But I digress on that. And these results about the subconscious mind and the mind and how positive thinking impacts you, they're in scholarship. This information is out there. But even with the information out there and the research and the experiments, there are other scholars who do reject it. And here's the reason why. This quote I got from my dating coach says, people do not believe what they see. They see what they believe. End quote. I like this story about some guy on Instagram, older guy, maybe 80s. He shares wisdom and just tips. So, man, I like this guy. I'm gonna follow him, and I gave him a follow. And he said something about positivity. He said that I don't know if this is real or not, but it's an example of the mind, perspective of the mind. There was a kid who was just negative, right? Just negative, complaining, scared, anxious. They put him in a room with toys, and then he's like, oh, I don't want to jump on that toy, on that horse, little pony, because I might fall, break my leg, blah, blah, blah. See, that's negativity, just thinking. And so they put a kid, the positive kid, into, a room full of manure, just full manure, huge pile of manure. And then he's all like, they threw him in there and he jumped in the manure, and they're like, hey, they took him out. Like, hey, man, what are you doing? He's like, man, with this amount of manure, there has to be a pony in here somewhere. It's amazing. No matter what the fuck you are looking at, you can choose something to be grateful for right now. Okay? No matter where you are in life, you can be grateful right now and feel contentment. Contentment is happiness. You can feel happy now, right now, with gratitude. Okay? I like a little exercise that Rhonda Byrne shares in I believe it's her book or in the film. She says, just close your eyes and smile. Let's do that right now. That's right, Raj. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders, neck, legs, mouth, arms. And smile. Put a smile on your face. Joy. That is joy. Nobody can take that from you. Once you reached happiness, joy, contentment, and you know how to flip that switch, no one can take it from you. No one. Okay, now, continue with this. Okay. You got attracted to this information because you wanted to be your best self. You wanted to have the best of whatever it was. Like I said, whatever it was at the time, it was because you wanted to become better. You wanted to be more money, more health, more love, more sex, more education. Maybe you want to be the divine pattern. Like Florence says, perfect self-expression is a divine pattern. Perfect self-expression is perfectly expressing yourself through the desires and the divine plan inside of you. Okay? Now, when you find out how the laws of the universe work, you make yourself, quote, thereby you find yourself master, not a slave of any situation, end quote. She says something here that I didn't quite understand. Maybe you can help me. Trower tells us that the mastering is to be, quote, accomplished by knowledge, and the only knowledge which will afford this purpose in all its measureless immensity is the knowledge of the personal element in universal spirit and its reciprocity to our own personality. In other words, the words you think, the personality you feel yourself to be, are all reproductions in miniature or specialized universal spirit. All your word thought were God word forms before they were yours. The words you use are instruments, channels through which the creative energy takes form. Oh, I understand it now. I hope you understood it too. It says that we're just holding it. We're just holding the word or the thought. We're just holding it. We're the instrument. We're the channel. Kind of like when water flows through a pipe or water goes into a cup. We're just the cup. We're the channel. They were first spirit. They're first with God. Okay. Then we give it that channel. And it's expressed physically, where we experience it. But first, it is spirit. The first and the last. The Alpha and the Omega. In the beginning, like the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I like that, the end prayer. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and forever shall be. Okay. Forever shall be. Everything that's the physical could change. We could change whatever we're looking at like this. The physical changes. The divine doesn't. There is no lack and limitation in divine. There's no separation. It's always present. Always has and always will. Now, to use this, see the I don't really understand the reward of increased faith, which she says here. What's the reward? But I gave you the gist of it right now when I explained the holding of the picture. That's what you need to do. You need to hold the picture. Okay, or the words that you're saying, hold them, keep saying them, keep saying them, keep saying them. And the energy, the flow of the universe will have to reproduce it. It's just law, okay? Through the law of growth and attraction, it will be reproduced because that's how the universe operates. Spirit operates by reflecting itself physically, expressing itself physically. Okay, it projects itself. I thought something funny right now. But I'm not gonna say because I don't think it's appropriate. So let's just stay with the egg analogy. When you've said your thought, you said your words and visualize your thoughts calmly, cheerfully, and with cheerful expectancy. Okay, so that's calmly visualizing, calmly and cheerfully visualizing, and then cheerfully expecting the manifestation of it. When you've done that with completion, when it's completed, it manifests physically, like an egg. When it's an egg, a chicken egg, when it's ready to be birthed, it just pops out. But there's that time period. It's called the law of gender, or the gestation period, the incubation period, the growth period. For a plant, when it's growing, it's there. It's growing when it's under in the ground, the soil. You don't see it, but then it sprouts. That's the word. It sprouts. Right? It's there, but you don't see it. But it sprouts. It's like the egg. You don't see the chicken. You don't see the little chick. You see the egg, and then it sprouts. Okay. Now, here's that quote that I want to share to end this. Okay. Quote, substance must produce outwardly the shape of the thought word through which it passes. So substance, which is spirit must. Oh, okay, here, I actually didn't highlight the whole thing. That's why I said that. But it says here, look, even more truly, this sensitive, invisible substance must reproduce outwardly the shape of the thought hyphen word through which it passes. This is the law of its nature. That's how it expresses itself. Therefore, it logically follows, as man thinketh, so is he. I have my hat over there, as man thinketh. I have it on the side. I forget the psalm, but it's in Psalms in the Bible. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. But we could just shorten it by, as man thinketh, so is he. Because as you think, okay, as you say, spirit, okay, which is the power, the thought, must be expressed. That is how it expresses itself. Our face, when we are happy, we smile. That's why I said it in the practice earlier. We smile. We express happiness with a smile. And this is also the law of reversibility. Okay. If something out here can make us feel happy, like the smile, looking at ourselves smiling, then if we feel ourselves inside, it'll make us smile and happy. That's how gratitude works. We think about all the things that we love, all the things that we appreciate, and we smile. And conversely, if we smile, we'll start thinking about all the beautiful things in our life. But we're talking about our thoughts / words. Okay. As man thinketh, so is he or she. If you're a woman watching this or you're a girl watching this. Hence, when your thought or word form is in correspondence with the eternal constructive and forward movement of the universal law, then your mind is the mirror in which the infinite power and intelligence of the universe sees itself reproduced, and your individual life becomes one of harmony with the universe. Okay. So I'm going to repeat that again. Hence, when your thought or word form is in correspondence with the internal, constructive, and forward movement of the universal law, then your mind is the mirror in which the infinite power and intelligence of the universe sees itself reproduced, and your individual life becomes one of harmony. So that one's powerful right there. I'm going to repeat that again, the mirror part. When you're in, when your thought or word form is in correspondence with the eternal, constructive, and forward movement of the universal law, then your mind is the mirror in which the infinite power and intelligence of the universe sees itself reproduced, and your individual life becomes one of harmony. The universe sees itself in you when you want more. You go for more. Okay? The constructive and forward movement. And again, the quote is below here, from the Dory lectures. My mind is a center of divine operation. The divine operation is always for expansion and fuller expression. And this means the production of something beyond what has gone before. Something entirely new and not included in the past experience. Therefore, since the divine cannot change its inherent nature, it must operate in the same manner in me. Consequently, in my own special world, of which I am the center, it will move forward to produce new conditions, always in advance of any that have gone before. That means we must go for more money, more love, more health, more accolades, more expressions of the divine plan. Divine plan doesn't end. Okay? Divine is infinite. That's why we get contentment in the process and we feel like sluggish when we reach the goal. We're like, oh, what the heck? That's not right. It's not the end. But you can feel good about it. But after, when you're done, you're like, man, what now? I think a lot of people have that when, they retire, when they graduate, things like that. It's not natural. Remember, life is always expansion. It's growing. It's movement. Okay, that's life. Life is evolution. What's the opposite of life? Death. Laziness. Non-movement. Idle. This is the wisdom we can see in looking at nature. Just looking at it. The truth is non-invertible. It's not invertible. You can't flip it. You can't turn it and it sees a different way. You'll see it no matter which way you're coming from. It's the same. So that's why a lot of these masters, or a lot of these teachers, I say masters because I just mean teacher. These teachers, you're a master when people say you're a master. Okay. Ball Proctor, he was a master. But these teachers who are talking about law of attraction, law of assumption, all these different things, which is just creation, the laws of creation. No matter which way you come from, they say it, they're right. The truth is the same. They're talking about affirmations, we're talking about visualization, and they're saying impress the subconscious mind, and you don't have to do anything because they're right. You don't do shit. You allow yourself to believe. Okay, repetition eliminates disbelief. Repetition eliminates disbelief. And so as you see it over and over and over and over again, as you say it over and over and over and over again, you get the belief. And that's how money comes to you. That's how health comes to you. That's how love comes to you. It doesn't come from out there. It comes from you. Then it seems like things are happening. And it seems like, oh, it's a coincidence. It's not a fucking coincidence. and then things are happening. You know, you're starting to get like the urge, the itch to go do that. And you start doing the work. Like, oh, you know what? For money, for example, you know what? I'm start writing, or I'm gonna start this business. Writing books, right? I'm start writing books. Start doing this business. You believe now. You're not like, oh, should I? Should I ask somebody? No, I'm gonna open this business now. Or you're not asking like, is she gonna love me? Is he gonna love me? Oh, I shouldn't go up to her. I shouldn't go up to him. When you believe, you're just gonna be, hey, how's it going? My name's Miguel. I saw you when I walked in, and I thought you were really, really attractive and beautiful. You have an Instagram or no, you know, whatever you feel like saying. And it's the belief. Change your beliefs, you change your life. Change your beliefs, you change your life. It is done unto you as you believe. Repetition eliminates disbelief. If you watch Bobby from House of Vibrations, write down what she says. I like the way she says it, but she says something to that effect, you know. So I don't want to quote her verbatim, but repetition eliminates disbelief. That's why when I was in prison, I would see myself in school over and over and over and over and over and over again, because I knew exactly what I didn't want. Didn't want to be there. I didn't want to come back. Because everybody, they say, people come back. Oh, like not me. I'm changing, you know. I'm changing. I'm doing good now. So I hope you like this one. I think in this one, we won't visualize. Okay. Not this one. Okay, something's telling me let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's make this shit fucking happen. Relax. Lean back. Take a deep breath. Relax your toes, your legs, your jaw, your neck. Take a deep breath in through your nose. In with your mouth a little bit to get a little extra. Feel your stomach expand. Bring it down. And then exhale. Push your stomach in. Close your eyes. Visualize your desire. What is it that you want? Take a deep breath. You have it now. It is yours. Run another one. Or another desire. It is yours. Open your eyes. Take another deep breath. Remember, stay calm. Be cheerful. Have cheerful expectancy. And when you have that sprouting, be calm. And follow the path. Follow the hunch. Do the work that is required of you, that your hunch tells you to do. Like right now, I saw myself in my vision. Tattoos. Smoking jacket. A hat. And a few other things. But I'll let them manifest. And I just got a package right now because my door is right here, the front of my door to my apartment. It's here. Saw it. Looked it up. I need to find this. I looked on Amazon. Bought it. Brought it to my door. I just had to click a button. All right. Everything is free. Our thoughts are inexhaustible. Therefore, everything we want, it's already ours. The supply is given before we ask, because it's unlimited. The supply is here. It is given before you ask. I love you. Till next time. If you want to impress us a little bit more, write it in your journal. Write in your journal the what you saw. Write it in present tense. I'm so grateful now that I have this. I do it. I do it like this. I saw it like this. You know, I enjoy it. Present tense. If you feel like liking the video, give it a like. Comment when you feel like commenting. And if you feel like subscribing, subscribe. Hit the notifications. You want to know when the next video is coming up and out. And yeah, I love you. Until next time, peace. Whoa, there you go.